Hello, my most amazing artists. We are going to begin our Square One art project, which means all of you are going to create a square piece of art that later on your parents will be able to buy on things like mugs or notebooks or phone cases, lots of fun stuff. So when we're doing this today, you want to go slow and careful to make a beautiful piece of art. The paper that you get today, you're not going to worry about any of this stuff up at the top. I'm going to take care of all of that for you. Our drawing today is all going to be below the dark black line right here. It says create colorful artwork in the space below, and that's what we're going to do. This year we are doing some awesome flowers, and then we're going to use what's called bleeding tissue paper to put in color. So it's going to be like splashes of color over these flowers. When you start this today, you may think, but I don't know how to do any of this. Well, don't worry, because we have some things for you to look at to help you out. Not only will our examples be up for you to see, but we're gonna have sheets like this that say, design a flower, and then they have ideas for the very inside of the flower, and for the first layer and the second layer, and what your stem or leaf could look like. And then at the bottom, there are also other designs to add. On the back of this sheet is going to be this that gives you some finished flowers to look at so you can get ideas. So don't panic. There are lots of ideas for you to look at to get inspiration. We want you to create your own. We want you to take ideas from here to make something really awesome. So here's how we're going to start today. I'm going to put this to the side. So here's a blank piece of paper. It will have your name at the top. In this space down here, we are going to start. We've got some circle tracers. I have a Play-Doh lid, I have half of an egg, and I have a lid to a spray bottle or a spray can. I'm going to start today by drawing some circles on my paper, because these are going to be where my flowers are. Wherever I have one of these circles is where I'm going to draw a flower. I want some higher and some lower, and I want them in different sizes so I have a variety of flowers. I'm gonna draw a small one here. So you want, 4 or 5 flowers, maybe 6 if you do some small ones. I'm gonna do a small one here. So the first thing I'm gonna do is just put down the circles, trace around the circles. This is going to be the outside of my flower, not the inside. And then I think I'm gonna do one more right here. You really want an odd number of flowers. So I'm gonna do 5. There are my 5. Now I have to decide on the inside of the flower. So I'm gonna go back to my sheet and look. Okay, so what could I do for the insides of all my flowers? Well, this swirl right here is pretty easy, and I know I can do that. So I'm gonna come into the middle of my flower here, and I'm going to make a swirl. So there's the inside of that flower. Then I'm gonna make some petals. So that where it says first layer right here, these are really the petals that you can get ideas from. You've got just regular hill lines. You've got hill lines with a circle inside. This looks like a rainbow. Lots of different choices. This kind of looks like a teardrop shape. I think today I am just going to make some hill lines. Now watch, as I do mine, I have to turn my paper, and each time I make a petal, it's going from the middle all the way out to touch the outside. It's gonna go all the way around. Turning your paper is going to help you get them nice and even. Then, let's see here. So here are some other ideas. Now that I've got one down, what can I add to it? I think I'm gonna add these 3 lines right here. So inside each of these, I'm going to put 3 lines. Once again, I've got to turn my paper in order to get my lines nice and even. All right, and then I like the space right here. It gives me something else I can put in between all the petals. I think I'm just gonna do a triangle, and this isn't on that idea sheet, but it doesn't mean you can't do it. It's just an idea sheet to look at. So there's my first flower. I'm gonna create a stem coming down, and then I'm gonna make some leaves. I'm gonna have this one have little leaves, and it could go behind this one as well. So I'm going to speed up the video and finish these flowers out to show you some more ideas. Here we go. Okay, now that I've got those done, the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a horizon line behind them. So I'm going to make my horizon line come right behind all of my flowers. And then I am done for today. I'm gonna stop and look and see what else I could do. I feel like I can add something to this one because maybe it's not quite finished. Or maybe I could add something to the outside of this one. So when you get done and you think, yay, it looks great, stop and think, what else could I add? What other details could I add? The one thing I did not add, I just forgot, is I forgot details for the leaves. Now next week, we're gonna come back and we are going to put all of the color inside of these, and it's going to be awesome. But that's what we're gonna do today, is just some flowers drawn with black Sharpie. Here we go, friends.